I was home alone with my younger brother. Our family had gone to visit my cousin's house for the evening, and we had the entire house to ourselves. It wasn't the first time, but something about that night felt different. Office. To pass the time, we decided to watch a movie. It was one of those action-packed thrillers, and we were completely immersed, laughing and making fun of the over-the-top explosions. It felt good, just my brother and me, enjoying the quiet house. Around 9 p.m., my dad called. "Hey, we're staying over at your cousin's place tonight. Don't open the door for anyone and get to bed early, okay?" "Got it," I replied, though I knew we'd probably stay up late. After hanging up, we decided to watch the second part of the movie. The night stretched on, and by 11 p.m., exhaustion got the best of us. We turned off the TV and went to our rooms. I was sleeping soundly until a loud boom shook the house. My eyes snapped open. It was the sound of lightning cracking through the sky, illuminating my room for a split second. I groggily turned over and checked my watch. 1:34 a.m. Rubbing my eyes, I peeked through the window. Heavy rain pounded against the glass, the wind howling through the trees. With a sigh, I crawled back into bed, pulling the covers over me. But just as I was about to drift off again, I heard it. Laughter. Not the kind you hear on TV. Not the soft, distant sound of a neighbor's television or kids playing outside. No, this was different. It was deep, unsettling, and it echoed through the hallway. I froze. My breath hitched in my throat. Was I imagining it? I turned on my side, listening. Silence. Shaking my head, I brushed it off. Maybe I was just dreaming. But just as I closed my eyes, there it was again. A slow, deliberate chuckle. Closer this time. Heart pounding, I threw off my blanket and tiptoed to my brother's room. He was fast asleep, his soft snores filling the space. I nudged him. "Hey, wake up!" "What?" he mumbled, barely opening his eyes. I heard something. Laughter. From the hallway. He groaned, rolling over. "You're just imagining things. Go back to sleep." And then, as if on cue, the laughter returned. But this time, it was louder, more sinister. My brother bolted upright, his eyes, now wide with fear, locked onto mine. "What was that?" "I told you," I whispered. We sat there listening, the silence pressing down on us like a weight. And then, tap, tap, tap. Footsteps, slow, measured, coming from the hallway. I grabbed my brother's wrist, and we both crept toward the door. Slowly, I turned the knob and peeked out. The hallway stretched before us, dimly lit by the flickering streetlights outside. Empty. We moved cautiously, stepping as quietly as possible. We checked the kitchen, the living room. Nothing. I grabbed a knife and my brother ran up to the attic to get a bat. We weren't taking any chances. As we made our way back to the hallway, my brother reached for the curtain, peeking through the window. That's when he screamed. I spun around. "What? What did you see?" He stumbled backward, his face drained of color. I saw something, someone, a clown, covered in bee blood, holding a chainsaw. My stomach dropped. "Are you sure?" Before he could answer, we heard it. A loud, mechanical whirring sound from outside. The chainsaw. Panic surged through me. We scrambled for the phone, dialing 911, but the line was dead. "The wires!" I gasped. "He must have cut them." Without thinking, we bolted upstairs to our dad's room. We needed his gun. We tore through drawers, rummaged through the closet, under the bed. Finally, my brother pulled it out, his hands shaking. And then, bang! A loud thud against the front door, followed by another and another. He was trying to get in. We backed into a corner, our breaths ragged. The pounding continued, each hit rattling through the walls. And then, silence. Minutes passed, maybe an hour. It felt like forever. The rain had eased to a light drizzle, and the house was eerily still. Morning came. Slowly, we gathered enough courage to go outside and check. The front porch was empty. No sign of him, no chainsaw. just rain-soaked pavement and scattered leaves. Had he been inside the house at some point? We didn't wait to find out. We sprinted to the nearest police station, explaining everything in frantic gasps. They sent officers to investigate, combing through every room, every shadow, but they found nothing. No footprints, no sign of forced entry. They didn't believe us. Our parents didn't believe us. To them, it was just a nightmare, a figment of our imagination. But my brother and I knew the truth, and we remember it to this very day.